So I had a completely different video today, but Elon Musk had to come out and update us on Tesla's chips and what they're doing, and we gotta talk about it because this is massive news. This is big, and this is what we voted for. That's what I'm gonna say. This is why we voted yes for Elon's 2025 compensation package, and he is fired up, and this is what we want to see, and we are seeing it. Man, this is what we want, and we're getting it. So smash that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Let's see what he wrote, because wrote, whatever. I'm just so excited because it's very important. It's very important. Let's get down to it. He starts off by saying, most people don't know that Tesla has had an advanced AI chip and broad engineering team for many years. That team has already designed and deployed several million AI chips in our cars and data centers. These chips are what enable Tesla to be the leader in real-world AI. And I can't stop getting the feeling that Elon was thinking about Andrej Karpathy while he was making this post. Just going based on these two sentences, I'm just trying to say. Then he goes on to the body. This part is the important part. I hope you guys are ready, and I hope you guys just listen to this part. This part is flipping important. The current version in cars is AI 4. We are close to taping out AI 5 and are starting to work on AI 6. Now, taping out, what does taping out mean? Taping out AI 5 means that Tesla has already finished the design and the AI 5 chip is pretty much ready and it's being sent to the factory to start making it. That's what it means in the simple form. But when I asked Grok, what does this mean on a deeper level? It pretty much means it's like handing over the blueprint to build the chip. In other words, it's being handed over to a factory so they can start flipping producing this thing. That is insane. And now they're working on AI 6. No rest. This is what we voted for, man. Come on, sheesh. Then it gets even better. Our goal is to bring a new AI chip design to volume production every 12 months. Bro, Apple is doing this with not cars, with flipping iPhones, mini computers. This guy wants to do it with flipping cars and robots every year. All I'm saying, not financial advice, but not owning some Tesla stock is a flipping risk and a mistake if you're not owning any stock. That's all I'm trying to say. This is insane. He continues and says, the most important part in my opinion, we expect to build chips at higher volumes ultimately than all other AI chips combined. Read that sentence again, as I'm not kidding. We expect to build chips at higher volumes ultimately than all other AI chips combined. Now, what does this mean? This means many things, right? Let's just think about it for a bit. One thing is that for AI 5 chips and going forward, they're going to use more of them in vehicles and robotics, hence why they're going to build more than they previously did. Second thing what this could mean is that Elon's going to do it. He's going to build a terafab and build and make and produce as many of these chips in volumes as much as possible. I'm feeling towards that too. I think it's both those. I think Elon, he is definitely going to make the terafab. I think he's going to produce these chips, not just AI 5, but all the way till AI 50 million, like rabbits. And he's going to have a factory that's doing that. Because the other factories, they're working as fast as they could, but it's not enough for Tesla, as Elon was saying himself. So the highly likely of him building a terafab is now become over 90%. And he's going to do it. And that's going to be insane. And he's not kidding about it. That's why I think he means he's not kidding. Because why would you write that if you're producing more of these chips to put more in your cars? That's, I guess, okay. But they produce to build chips at higher volumes ultimately than all other AI chips combined. It definitely does sound like a terafab, man. It does. Comment down below, what do you guys think what this is? This is a sheesh moment. He's not done there yet. He continues and says, and before we move forward, when is AI 5 going to be mass produced? We'll look at that in the next post as Elon did clarify that, because if it's being taped out, if AI5 is being taped out and going to a factory to be built out, that means that mass production should be next year, right? We'll talk about that in a bit. He continues and says that these chips will profoundly change the world in positive ways, saving millions of lives due to safer driving and providing advanced medical care to all people via Optimus. Send an email with 3 bullet points describing evidence of your exceptional ability to AI chips at Tesla.com. We are particularly interested in applying cutting-edge AI to chip design. Thanks, Elon. Kind of like a letter. But he doesn't stop there. He says, for what it's worth, I'm deeply involved in the chip design and meet with the engineering team every Tuesday and Saturday. The Saturday meetings are short-term and will no longer be needed in a few months when AI5 is taped out. I mean, this is big. This is absolutely flippin' massive. Dr. Joe here comments saying that just another rabbit for the hat. We expect to build chips at higher volumes ultimately than all other AI chips combined. Read that sentence again, as I'm not kidding. And Elon replies back with a flippin' rabbit. This is big. I mean, when Elon talks about these things, he's doing it. He's already made a decision. He's going to do it. I think he's going to make that terafab. Over 90% chance he's going to make that terafab. Nick Cruz here writes this post saying that this is what Elon Musk has been up to every Saturday. And it's the Tesla AI5. 50 times improvement over AI4. 9 times more memory than AI4. 10 times raw compute increase. 5x hardened block quantization and softmax, 2 to 3 times more efficient per watt than NVIDIA's Blackwell's chips at 10% of the cost, which is insane. That Elon Musk replies back to him with a great details, saying that, yep, just wrapped up the AI5 Saturday chip design review a few hours ago. We're starting to do some work on AI6 too. And by the way, this was a week ago. But it gives us very important information. Michael Dell and I, the guy from Dell, where he said that he's going to buy a crap ton of Optimus bots from Elon, once they're ready, happened to be meeting just beforehand, so I invited him to join. Hopefully he found it interesting. By the way, AI5 will not be available in sufficient volume to switch over Tesla production lines until mid-2027. As we need several 100,000 completed AI5 boards line-side mid-2027. So if you are a customer waiting to delay your Tesla until mid-2027, go lease it right now, whatever it is right now. And then once this is out, and by the way, this is probably going to be out by 2028, the cars with AI5, then you can lease that. Then you can lease out the 2028s. There's no need to wait. I'm here in Kuwait trying to get a Tesla. I don't care if it's a hardware 3. I just want to flip in Tesla. You guys in the West, you guys can get it. You guys can just lease it for like, I don't know, 24 months or something, and then pick up your AI5 car after that. It's probably going to be refreshed too. Who knows, you know? So that is one. Another one here, again, is from Nick Cruz saying that Tesla AI5 is a beautiful chip, and you guys can see the difference here on the screen. The efficiency of the AI5 Tesla chip compared to the NVIDIA Blackwell is insane. It's very insane. And then Elon Musk replies back saying that it looks like we can bring power consumption down closer to 250 watts, which is a big deal for Optimus. Important to note that AI5 is a specialized inference chip for the Tesla AI software. That said, it will perform, for our purposes, much better than anything else available. To borrow Jensen's phrase, we wouldn't use any other chip in our cars and robots even if they were free. Sheesh, man. I mean, this is big news. All this chip stuff, again, I went all in on Tesla stock because of the robotaxi and full self-driving and this AI chip. And by the way, this was called hardware 2, hardware 1, hardware 3, 4. They changed it to AI 4, 5 because it just makes sense because of the chips and the cars are now AI. They're pretty much AI on 4 wheels driving you places. That's what it is, and it does make sense that way. And seeing it progress the way that they're doing, and seeing what AI4 is already capable of in terms of full self-driving. And I think Elon did confirm that AI5 is not needed to solve self-driving. AI4, that can support version 14 and above, is already 2 to 3 times better human drivers in all aspects. It's not even safer anymore, just better now. Better 2 to 3 times. We used to be talking about, it used to be 10 times safer to use an FSD rather than you driving. Now we're talking about, forget about safety. Safety is just not even 10 times, it's probably 100 times now. It's better than you in driving. 2 to 3 times better than you in driving. And then AI5 could 10x that. At that point, whatever AI 6, 7 comes out after that, 8, 10, whatever, how can driving be better than that? You know what I mean? This is amazing. I love this. I love seeing this. And this is exactly what we voted for when we voted for Elon's compensation. He's going to continue doing these things. And I don't think we have enough stock for this, guys. I don't think we have. So check this video right here, how many shares you need today to retire by 2030 for Tesla. Not financial advice, but I think it's worth checking out. And it's a fun video. Subscribe, guys. Become a channel member. And I shall see you guys in the next video. Let's go.